not just the back with you. This is Earth.
Yeah, we live on planet Earth. Is there also some other connection here?
Well, yeah, there is another connection. It's a Neil Young album with Promise of the Real.
Oh,
Promise of the Real.
Back with Promise of the
Here's
Real.
the cover.
To back with Promise of the
Back
Real.
with Promise of the Real.
Here's the cover for it.
Yeah.
Here's the cover.
What's the deal with this? So this is sort of a live album.
Yes, it is.
It's a triple album with, well, it's 5 sides plus an etching, of course, right?
No, it's 6 sides.
Oh, it is fully 6 sides.
Yeah, but we'll talk about how some songs spreads across 2 sides later.
It's recorded
There's a song
live.
that spreads across 2 sides.
We'll talk about that later, Mom.
Love and
we'll
Only
talk
Love.
about that later, camera woman. We'll talk about
Okay.
it later.
So it's a live album, but with a few interesting additions. What's the main addition?
Crow sounds.
Well,
Yeah,
not just crow sounds.
we have a bunch of crow sounds. Insert here.
Animal sounds.
And auto-tune sounds. Insert here.
So he signs a deal for GMOs.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Yep.
Yes, so...
Auto-tune sounds inserted over there.
Well,
Yeah, bro.
yeah, there's auto-tune on this. There really
Yeah,
is auto-tune.
yeah, you
It's
just-
not used very often, but it does happen. And when it first...
Shocking.
When you first hear it, you're a bit like... It is shocking.
Yeah, you heard it. We put 2 GMOs back
All
there.
right. Okay. Neil Young rewrote some of the lyrics for their recent album Monsanto Years to be more even about sort of just saving planet Earth, which was the whole concept behind this album. And yes, there are barn animal, crow sounds, whales, dolphin, all these sounds that are overdubbed in the studio on top of the live recordings. And one of the writers who reviewed this, his positive review for AllMusic, Stephen Thomas Erlewine, called Earth one of Young's genuinely inspired nutso albums, and wrote that the animal sounds infect Earth, sometimes swallowing the guitar, sometimes chirping along in rhythm, an effect that is precisely the opposite of natural. They actually do sometimes these sound are louder than the actual instruments.
Yeah. Here's where he uses the auto. He uses the auto tune on the Monsanto Years, the title track from the album, where he goes like, 2 times in the album he puts GMO under an auto-tuned voice.
GMO. He uses that in the song "The Monsanto Years."
And People Want to Hear About Love.
People want to hear about love. We should.
Well, I mean, you get why he's doing that, right, Silas?
Yeah.
Because GMOs are, like, they're made in a lab, so he's trying to make it the least natural sound possible.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
GMO.
Apparently, Young was influenced by Bram Stoker's Dracula,
Weird.
saying that he discussed the scene in the movie where the camera shows the perspective of a flying bat and said this was an inspiration for the album.
Yeah.
Okay, he also... Another cool thing, they do after the Gold Rush. So they do songs throughout Neil Young's career.
Yeah, let's talk about the songs. First, we have Mother Earth from Ragged Glory.
Well, we don't have to go through each song, but they have songs from Ragged Glory, On the Beach, Vampire Blues is on it.
I'm a vampire, baby. I'll sell you 20.
Sleeps with Angels makes an
Landing on
appearance.
Water.
The song from Landing on Water. Comes a Time, and a lot of Monsanto Years, but also the title track after the Gold Rush, which apparently he took the original French horn recorded part and
he put it
used
in
that
there.
and overdubbed that over.
There was a fanfare blowing to the sun that floated on the breeze.
That part.
Yep. You can hear it in the original song.
Pretty good French horn, I thought.
Not bad.
So I was ready for this to be like, it's just going to be a live album, but I was sort of horrified in a fun way with some of this.
Don't think she heard it.
I didn't hear much of it.
Another funny thing, as far as like critical reception, he this is around the time that Neil Young introduced his Pono music system, which was a lossless, basically a lossless music file.
Yeah.
And apparently he was scheduled to do an interview with somebody, and Neil Young's publicist said, make sure you listen to Earth on the Pono. Mm-hmm. And apparently after 3 minutes in, it became apparent that the journalist did not listen to it on Pono, and Neil Young
Yes.
hung up on him.
Yeah, we got Mother Earth, Country Home.
Can I ask a Pono clarifying
Yes.
question? It's not just the kind of file, it's also the device.
Yes.
So it's both. And you have to listen to that specific file
Yes.
on this physical piece of media.
I'm not entirely clear on the Pono, but I believe that's it. We'll put some information here, but
Yeah, well, then we have an unreleased song called
hold on, we're talking about Pono.
Pono.
Pono. So it's Neil Young's introduced this music player and file sharing system or file sharing music file system that I guess apparently critically people who heard it was like, these do sound amazing, but it didn't take off. And
Yeah. Can I say something now?
it has since, I think, been gone defunct. It was with the writer Zach Schoenfeld for Newsweek. Neil Young hung up on him.
So, we have an unreleased song on here, as he always does, called See Justice, which is one of his loudest songs.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't hear that.
I didn't care for that.
You didn't?
One thing I liked is that the Wizard turns up quite heavy. Neil Young
In
definitely
See Justice?
all over the album.
Well, yeah. This is one of the two songs that he does curse.
I like the version of My Country Home from Ragged Glory. I like that version quite a bit.
Thankful for my country home. It gives me peace of mind.
And Vampire Blues, it's hard to really beat the version that's on the beach, but excellent, well done. Human Highway sounded pretty good. The more country-ish sort of mid-range songs I thought came off better on this.
Yeah, and then we got a really bad one called Hippie Dream from Landing on Water.
I
Yeah,
don't remember that either.
yeah, that was in Landing on Water. A Landing on Water appearance.
It's a bad album.
Well, it's not his strongest album. Let's just say.
No. But then
And
let's
then
talk
disc
about
2, or like the last part of the record,
Yeah.
is all Monsanto
Big
years.
Box, and then Big Box is he did Big Box in here, and I gotta say this: he replaced one of his lyrics in this song with you know what,
GMO or the?
No. He curses in this song. We both heard it.
Oh yeah, he did. He did. You like those curses?
No, I don't.
That was good. The one that we all in the camera room definitely heard was "People Want to Hear About Love," and that we had a lot of reactions to that.
Yes.
Yeah, I was a little
Not only-
I couldn't tell if he was what he was saying at first, but yeah.
Yeah, not only does the auto tune turn up again, but there's
yeah.
actually a line about Black Lives Matter in it.
Instead of saying Black Lives Matter, let's focus on the killer car.
Which was, this is 2000, it was recorded in 2015, released in 16.
Well, we had to listen to it a few times because we heard a guy come on and say, "Don't talk about Black Lives Matter, talk about all humankind." We were like, "Whoa!" But then we went back and realized that what they were saying is, "Don't blah blah blah," and he's saying something that's speaking
just
an
wanna hear about
uncomfortable
love.
truth, and then saying, "Oh, people don't want to hear about uncomfortable truths."
Yes.
So
They
then
just want to hear about love.
they just want to hear about love. So we gotta.
Basically saying people don't want to get into this.
People don't want to get into
dirty
the ugly
areas.
truths.
Yeah,
yes.
that song's off the Monsanto years.
And that also had a great line of, it's funny how squirrels will eat organic.
Yes, but they won't
But
even
they won't
touch
eat
GMO.
Funny how squirrels will eat organic, but won't touch GMO.
Yeah, we gotta put that in here. Funny how squirrels eat organic, but they won't touch GMOs.
We put it back there. We put it back there, all right.
So, in the end here,
We have love.
I highly recommend listening to this one time.
Yes, we have Wolf Moon, which I like, right? Wolf Moon's good.
I will say Promise of the Real sounded good live. I think they sounded good.
Yeah, we had Wolf Moon, right?
His voice, we mentioned his voice was also sounding a little bit,
Yeah.
not the strongest.
Did I mention that See Justice is one of the two songs that have curses in it?
Yes, you did.
You sure did.
We left off on Wolf Moon. Did you like that version of Wolf Moon?
Didn't have much of a reaction to it. Love and Only Love,
Okay, let's talk about this.
28 minutes,
20
two sides of vinyl.
Come on. It spreads across two sides of vinyl. Like, literally. side 5 and side 6 is Love and Only Love. That's it.
Unnecessary.
Neil Young says it's necessary. He put it on.
28 minutes, that's fine. Spread across two sides. No etching.
He appeared on WTF with Mark Maron to promote this album. Basically saying he wanted to break the rules.
That show's been on for that long?
Oh, yeah. That show goes back 15
What
years
show?
almost.
What show?
Woo, it's a podcast.
Maybe not 15, but something like that. He said he wanted to break the rules about live albums, and I guess he did. He definitely did.
But I wanted to say that half of the song is them playing, and half of the song is kind of like Ark. I'll say that. So half of the song
It does have some fuzz.
has them playing "Love and Only Love" from Ragged Glory. Then, like 11 minutes of the song is pretty interesting. It's like them doing guitar feedback, like Ark, like kind of drum noises, and he says "long ago in the Book of Old" a bunch of times.
Right,
And
Love
then
and Only Love is the one they do Ark, the 35-minute version of Ark. They reference Love and Only Love.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Ginger likes that. And one more thing is that at the end, of course, we have a bunch of clapping. I heard him say "Promise of the Real," and after that, guess what? We have crow sounds and farm animal sounds.
All right.
He loves those things on this album.
All right, so how many shakies, Toes?
I'll give it 5.8 shakies.
5.8, hedging towards 6. You enjoyed it. I'm going to say 4.5 shakies. I gave Monsanto Years 4. I enjoyed this more than Monsanto Years, the studio album. It was kind of bonkers.
It is.
Yeah. Something else. The animal sounds overall not the greatest idea of all time, but
and
sort
the
of
GMO.
Sort of interesting to hear.
How about the GMO auto-tune?
Yeah, weird.
You do not like that?
No, it was funny. I laughed. That's good. I had a good reaction. Camerawoman, do you want to weigh in on this? Or
I can't weigh in on it because I only heard one song.
And what was that one song?
The one we
people want
talked
to hear
about.
People want to talk about love.
Yeah.
Want to hear about love.
Love.
All right.
And do you have shakies itself for that song?
Nah.
Oh.
So, all right. That's it for Earth by Promise of the Real Neil Young. Next one is going to be Peace Trail.
Yeah, we had a bunch of inserts in this one. We had a bunch of inserts. Goodbye. Next is Peace Trail, solo album. Not Promise of the Real. Taking a break from Promise of the Real.
Okay.